It's been over 20 years since the hunting of wild mammals was made a criminal offence, but it carries on to this day. At Stop Them Hunting, we believe that effective changes can be made to the Hunting Act without the need to ban legitimate and humane clean boot hunting and drag hunting. We aim to convince the public, the government, and campaigning groups on our side that we can achieve our goal by adopting a smarter approach, which will have a greater chance of success. Stop Them Hunting has been formed by hunt monitors from the hunt monitoring group Wildlife Crime Action. Monitors in our group have over 40 years of experience campaigning against hunting, both before and after the ban, and the group actively monitors hunts in Dorset and Somerset every week. We bring a wealth of experience to the debate based on years of monitoring of fox hunts, stag hunting, and hare hunting. The Hunting Act 2004 was doomed to fail from the moment it became law. Those within hunting had ensured that the Act itself contained enough ambiguity within its text to ensure that loopholes could be ruthlessly exploited. The failings of the Act are self-evident when one considers that the three main forms of hunting, fox, stag and hare hunting, continue to this day. With them come the disruption to road users, the regular trespassing by hounds, and antisocial behaviour of hunt supporters. Campaigners from the national anti-hunt organisations have proposed to ban trail hunting. In order for this approach to work, all forms of hunting would also have to be banned, and that includes legal forms of drag hunting and clean boot hunting. Otherwise, hunts will simply exploit any loophole that remains. We fundamentally disagree with this approach because it penalises law-abiding forms of clean boot hunting and drag hunts. The fundamental problem with the total ban idea is that it would generate such a huge opportunity for those opposed to the amendments to highlight how inequitable the proposals would be. It would also result in those who currently engage in perfectly legal alternative forms of hunting to be opposed to the plans, placing them on the side of the real villains in all this, the wildlife killers. It's all very well for the big national organisations to pursue this policy, but they need to remember that any bill going through Parliament will be thoroughly scrutinised and debated by MPs and Lords, and at every stage pro-hunting supporters will do their best to delay or derail completely the whole process. We must not make that task easier for them. In addition to the opposition in Parliament, there may be an even greater challenge to the government in the form of the likely campaign against the proposals by the Countryside Alliance and high-profile supporters of hunting. It's easy to dismiss such protests, but we only have to look back to 2002 and 2003 to see what could happen this time. With the prospect of a pro-hunting figurehead in the form of Nigel Farage leading the campaign, and with the Conservatives likely to jump on the bandwagon, it'll be an absolute disaster to push ahead with a contentious total ban, which will inevitably end up being watered down and risk being discarded altogether. Rather than pushing for unrealistic proposals that risk delivering nothing, we believe that everything we want can be achieved in another way, without the performative circus that Farage and those like him are bound to create. Our proposals aim simply to make hunt staff accountable for their actions by forcing them to comply at all times with a code of practice that will stop any hunt that wants to carry on hunting wild animals in its tracks, whilst protecting legal, humane forms of hunting that pose no threat to wildlife. This would be underpinned by a licensing system that will fast-track errant hunt staff out of the hunting field without the need to go through the court process. Our proposals also include provisions that would ban any person convicted of a hunting offence from ever working in hunting again. The effect of this will be to provide a huge deterrent to those wishing to carry on, as they have for the past 20 years. It would also create a massive recruitment crisis for hunts moving forward, causing many to suspend their activities. Pictured here is a former Portman whipper-in who was convicted of illegal hunting in 2024. In August, he will be employed by the Dulverton West Hunt. Under our proposals, his career in hunting would have ended last year. Other amendments we propose would also mean stag hunting would be banned completely. An end to terrier work on hunt days. A new offence of assisting in the hunting of a wild mammal. The closure of loopholes to stop hare and mink hunting, and a ban on hounds being used in fields of standing crops.
They are still running adjacent to the road towards East Pullerman Drive.
Yeah, hounds are now on the road, probably flossed, I should think. Call them off there. Yeah, they're on the line of the fox we found at 5 bridges by the River Kell. Fox had just crossed the A30. Hounds crossing the A30 now. Right, red car here, hounds on the A30, just on the line of the fox.
Copy. Still at the farm, P1.
Call them off, Tom. Call them off. Keep filming. Shouldn't be in there, Tom. Yeah, the hounds are in the garden of Two Good's house at the minute. Yeah, I got Tom lost away trying to get over a fence. Red card fell.
Yeah, copy. We've left 40 on day, so we're bugger off.
Yeah, Nick, they've got hounds in cry next to 3 and 3 out.
Okay, yeah, the whole pack have crossed the road now. They're on the road now. Looks like they're about to cross over.
Our goals are simple: to convince the government and politicians that we can stop illegal hunting and do it without the need to ban legal, humane forms of hunting that operate within the law. We also need to persuade national anti-hunting organisations to be realistic with regard to what can be delivered by the government, and to work with both our existing supporters and other interested parties to bring forward proposals that can deliver an amended Hunting Act.